Sure. Let's go.
Okay. There we go. Now there's flameage. Alright, we are gonna go over here for a quick minute and get just a couple little branches to restoke that fire. Being a little stubborn with this oak. Stuff burns a little bit better when it's split, I suppose. Sorry. Okay. So, this is my super duper axe. Or saw rather. Not an axe. There's a good piece of wood right here that I can hopefully cut into a couple of pieces and be able to set my rack on it. So, this is just a cheap Walmart saw. I picked it up the other day. I think I paid $10 for it. Nothing too fancy, but it ought to get the job done. piece. This is some dense wood. I'll be throwing this piece on later. Holy smokes. Okay. Me again. How well you can see, but battery's about toast. Got a bunch more, and I brought my solar charger and a couple of battery backups. All that fun stuff. You can see on this trigger, chillaxing next to the fire, which is just about ready to get some steaks thrown on it. Getting to be a pretty good bed of coals. I'll gather up a little bit of wood here, just in case I need to add more to the fire. Got the Montreal steak seasoning. I'm not going to use it all. Just going to put a little bit on the steaks. And I'm going to save some for my eggs. Not my pancakes though. I don't think that'd be too good. So I think that this fire is pretty good right now. So I'll stick one log there. Stick one log there. And I realize I dug this too wide. So there we go. That's my little grate system for cooking on. I cook stuff like steaks and things like that. I'm gonna let that warm up just a little bit. I did pick them up from the scrap yard, so I'll make sure there's nothing on it. It was getting dark out quick. Somehow I'm able to see my breath. I don't know how, because it's still hot out. Okay, now it's not a whole lot of light, so I'm gonna try to figure something out here. There we go. I'll just do this. I won't be able to understand me when it's trying to talk. Get out of there. I'm going to throw Triggers on first, because he is just a starving boy. We're going to take mine, and we're going to put some seasoning on it, so that I remember where I put it. more seasoning on mine. Rub it in just a little bit. Okay. Oofda. Alrighty. We're going to throw a little bit more wood on. A little bit of flame going. There we go. Can I have my stick, please? Thank you. There. It's about 2 pounds of meat there. I might steal a little bit of triggers. I didn't bring a plate, so I'm going to eat this caveman style. Tomorrow when I get up, I'm going to make some coffee, make scrambled eggs and pancakes. I bought some maple syrup. I'll have to eat them off my pan lid because I forgot a plate. It happens. And then I think we're going to find the exact spot we're going to put the shelter, which I'm thinking right here. There's a nice tree I can tie off of and really make things happen here. I just got to clear all this underbrush out, which that's going to be time consuming, and definitely going to build a chair tomorrow. So we're going to let these cook, and I will get back to you when they are done. These are just about done. I kicked the flame up just a little bit. Wasn't, oops. Oh, that's triggers. Thank God. There we go. I wasn't, thinking, I guess, when I packed my bag, and of course I put my silverware all down at the bottom of my pack with my pot and pan, and as dark as it is, I really don't feel like digging in there right now, so I think we're just gonna leave it. Oh yeah, that's smelling good. I got a little bit more firewood because after this is done cooking these steaks here, I'm gonna get the fire going just a little bit. I keep the bugs away and just, oh, leave the sticks alone. Those are my sticks. Okay, you can have that one. You can have that one. Trigger's having that stick, I guess. That's the one he wanted. But get the fire going just a little bit, kind of relax around the fire and sit in the grass. Build a chair tomorrow. I'll Trigger chews up that stick because that's Trigger's stick. These are looking pretty darn close. I think, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take Triggers off and let it cool down. Just going to sit it in his bowl for now. There's Trigger steak. They're definitely going to let that cool down because that bone is hot. I think also I'm going to pull this other grate off. We're going to let it cool down so I can kind of use it as a plate. That smoky flavor. Such a chucklehead. Got some dense oak. You look at the stuff on the outside and it looks all rotted and kind of nasty, but that is solid oak. So this is my first video camping like this, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. A lot of really good friends and family made this whole thing possible, and definitely Angie. She definitely, you know, she never doubted me to begin with, and hopefully this all takes off and I'll have her to thank, along with my friends, of course, and family. I'm gonna poke this and see if, oh, she's tender. Cook just a little bit longer. So, come on, Trick. There's a rumor that somebody buried a treasure out here. And we are going to look for this treasure real quick. And I've got a feeling, because this is some disturbed ground, that the treasure may be buried in here. So let's... Oh, there's definitely something in here. Definitely something. Oh, it's a bag of some sort. What could be in this bag? Dig some of this dirt back in. What could be in this bag that somebody would bury out here? What could... Is it? I think it is 3rd Street Brew House from Cold Spring Oktoberfest. Apparently Trigger didn't want to wait, and he grabbed his steak while we were finding the buried treasure. So Trigger's steak is gone. He's over here mowing down on it. Thanks for waiting, butthead. At least he didn't grab my steak. So, found the buried treasure, which is this Oktoberfest from 3rd Street out of Cold Spring. And we gonna call this here steak done. So we're gonna sit it right here and let it sit for a couple minutes while I get the fire going. I can sit right there. Like I said, and we're gonna eat this one caveman style, because yeah, Trigger's over there hog swallowing his. Hopefully that's in frame, huh? Should be. So we're gonna get this fire going again. Scoot over just a little bit closer. So, yeah. Definitely need to get some kind of lights figured out here. This is kind of a pain in the butt. So this is my first time having the Oktoberfest by 3rd Street Brewhouse. And it's 4.6% alcohol. It's a pounder. And it's got a little story. It says Zaptef is? I have no idea what that is. Every year the mayor of Munich kicks off Oktoberfest by tapping the first keg and then declaring Usaft is. Translation, it is tapped. And boy do they ever tap Oktoberfest. Revelers have, sorry, it's my first day of reading, have appetites like lions, consuming about 440,000 sausages and 1.7 million gallons of beer. This season, Marzen is perfect for prolonged rivalry with rich malty flavor, 4.6 alcohol, good days, yada yada yada. So, fire's a little bit warm, so I think we're gonna scooch just a skosh because I'm literally burning here. So I'm gonna pause you for a second. So, here's my steak. Here's my beer. Not sure which one I want first, and I am not on frame. So we need to adjust this camera here. This isn't going to fly. Okay, so I cracked the beer, and after the hike in here, it wasn't a very long one, probably half a mile, if that, just walking through the marsh area and then hiking through the long grass. I'm glad I wore pants and not shorts. I think I've earned this beer and this steak. I don't know if it's picking up the sound, but you can hear Trigger's hog swallowing his. Very good beer. Clean my hands on my shirt. Okay, we're going to tear into the steak. And like I said, I'm a knucklehead and forgot a plate, so I guess we could kind of cut a chunk off here so I don't look like a complete caveman. Ooh, that is perfect. I don't know how the camera's going to pick it up, but yeah, it's perfect. This is honestly the first time I've ever cooked a steak over the fire like this. And I think that's how I'm going to keep doing it. Sorry for the lighting situation too, by the way. I was going to bring my lantern out, but I thought it'd be too much of a pain trying to carry it, and kind of glad I didn't. This is really good. Especially with this beer. It's made right in Cold Spring, Minnesota, which is probably, I don't know, 45-minute drive from my house. So they've got quite a few different flavors, and I was going to get a variety pack, and they keep talking about the Oktoberfest on the radio. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get that. And that's what I got. Oh, steak is so good. And it is perfect. Really nice and tender. This is honestly the life, just sitting here by the fire, enjoying a steak, good beer. I also brought some venison meat sticks that a good friend gave me. I brought some pepper jack cheese, but I think I'm going to eat that for lunch tomorrow. God, have I mentioned how good the steak is yet? Alright, here we go. There we go. That is one eaten up steak. I'm going to let that cool down and give it the old trigger boy. Very good. Take another sip of this beer. Excuse me. Ever since I was a kid and used to watch old Survivor Man with Les Strode, I just love the idea of this, going out in the wild and filming yourself, doing all the work, not having a film crew follow you around or anything silly like that. And I just fell in love with the outdoors and wanting to try to do this, and it's been a dream of mine for a real long time. It really has. and it's finally able to make it happen, which is great. You know, it's a little bit of a learning curve. You know, I got out here a little late and didn't have time to set up cameras or anything like that. You know, and I didn't bring lights other than flashlight. But I'll get to figure it out a little bit better tomorrow. Plus it'll be daylight. Tomorrow's going to be kind of, I don't know, interesting to say the least. It's supposed to be 87 for a high and really humid. So, not really looking forward to that. That was a really good bed of coals going. Yeah, we'll save that. Oh, you can see the fire really good. There, now you can see me. So, yeah, definitely need to figure out the lighting situation. This is terrible. But, so I think I'm going to sit here for a little bit and enjoy the fire for just a little bit, and then probably go lay in my hammock and chit-chat a little bit, and then start sawing logs. So, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, well, trigger myself. There I am. We're getting ready to go to bed. It's 9:30 now. I'll let the fire burn down and go out. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting sleep. I am sweating my keister off. Just so you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna lay Trigger's blanket out to lay on for now. I'm hoping to build that platform tomorrow big enough that I'll have room for Trigger on it too. So I'll figure this whole lighting situation out tomorrow before it gets dark. I have 2 flashlights with me. So, good night. I'll talk to you here in a minute. Okay, well, I'm in my hammock, and yeah, don't quite have it set up right, but it's right enough for tonight. I did have to readjust it. I hopped in it and I was laying on the ground because I didn't have it stretched out far enough, so readjusted it. Feels fairly comfortable now, and yeah, so Trigger is laying on his blanket underneath me, and I honestly can't wait until I get my shelter built, because yeah, it is really toasty out. And oh great, there's a mosquito in here with me. Perfect. So here we are. I feel like I'm wrapped up in a cocoon. But okay, anyways, I just want to say goodnight to everybody, and we will see you tomorrow morning. So have a good night. Bye. If anything eventful happens, I'll be sure to wake you up. Time. This is Ryan with R. Martin Outdoor Adventures. Bye.